So I'm going to share with you a great training technique if you're into maximizing gains with minimal time spent training. So I'm all into minimalist training now, especially ever since I became a father. It's basically out of necessity. And we know with research that most of the gains come from the first set. So I've been doing one set per exercise for a few years now and getting good gains. But I did reach a point where I started to plateau. That was in strength, that was in muscle gains, and so on. And I came across a technique called myo-reps that kept the gains rolling in. So I want you to picture in your mind now a set, let's say a set of push-ups as I'm doing here, right? And let's say for the first few reps, not much is going on there. They're pretty easy. You're not getting much fatigue or anything. We'll just call these reps, for the sake of this video, we'll call these reps junk reps. So not much value in them. And then the last few reps, when you're reaching fatigue, you're getting close to failure, maybe even reaching muscle failure, we're going to call these working reps. Okay, now for most sets, if you're doing multiple sets and you're getting a good rest in between, most of your reps are going to be those junk reps where you're not getting much out of it. Where you get most of the gains is the closer you get to failure. And with myo-reps, what you end up doing is less of the reps and more time doing repetitions where you're getting close or reaching failure. So you're getting more gains with less reps. So for example, what you would do in an example of myo-reps is you would complete your sets. Let's say you do a set of 10 push-ups close to or at failure, and then you'll rest between 10 to 30 seconds, or if you're a little bit more intuitive, just have 4 or 5 deep breaths like I do, and then do another set, and you'll find you won't be able to do that many reps. And that's one round of myo sets, and you can do this between 1 to 5 times. At the moment, I tend to do my main working set, and then I do one more round of myo-reps. And that's enough for me at the moment to continue making gains in minimal time. But you can do 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 rounds. And you won't do that many reps, but the reps that you do are close or to failure, so you'll be getting a lot of the gains. And research has shown that if you do this and you use these myo-reps approach, you actually get the same amount of muscle gain and strength gain than you do in the traditional 3 or 4 or 5 working sets with plenty of rest and so on. And yet you're spending less time doing the repetitions and less time resting, so you're still staying in the framework of minimalist training. I hope this is useful. It's been incredibly useful in my progress. Give it a shot.